Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 20 of this 30-day Living an Authentic Life Challenge. Today, we're going to have a conversation about humility because there are some people that are so prideful that they start creating chaos and trauma that other people got to deal with. And it often takes place because they are in a position where they feel like they're losing. It's unfortunate that when that occurs, they're not looking at how they can position themselves to do things different. Because here's something that I know: one day the tables will turn. And when that day comes, they may be in position themselves where they'll need to reset. That'll only occur if they are humble. So if you find yourself in a position where you are causing a chaos that others are feeling because you choose not to humble yourself, God is not mocked. He will one day judge that element because he sees the chaos that's happening around us. But letting go of control and being right can often put you in the same emotional feelings as those individuals that lose a relationship or have some sort of whatever the loss is. That same emotional turmoil that people feel with loss, you can experience when you choose to start letting your pride be set aside so that you can reset and function to be a better individual. Dr. Elizabeth, I think it's pronounced Kubler-Ross. If it's not, y'all can tell me in the comments below. But she wrote the 5 stages of grief inside of a book about death. And when we walk through releasing elements that don't support us, including prideful moments where we need to be humbled, you can feel like you're walking through the stages of grief. The first stage that she has is denial. It's a refusal to accept reality. You lost. Everybody else knows you lost, but you don't accept that you're losing. So that conscious or unconscious element is just a defense mechanism. And it can often buffer you from the immediate shock. But that initial phase, for those that are wondering, is usually emotional tears, anger, anxiety, sadness. When you feel those things occurring, it is time for you to find a safe space and safe people that you can start sharing what you're walking through so that you are not going to walk through creating chaotic moments for those around you when you're in denial. Find a safe space and people that you can support to begin your healing phase. And when you do that, you can start walking into level 2. In stage 2, that's anger. It can be anger directed at you or anger directed at others. Either way, you are causing havoc if you don't deal with this appropriately. And it's not a problem getting mad. Get mad because some things in our lives that we are walking through, we need to be angry about. But don't stay there. Get mad and be done with it. Start adapting your life to a new situation. Create new habits, new routines, new things. I often share with my clients. This is where you start interrupting your patterns so that you can start shifting where you need to be to move into a better direction. And then you can start getting to stage 3, bargaining. She says that bargaining is where you have your if onlys and what ifs, the thoughts of this could have been a different situation. And what could I have done to change it? As you question yourself over past decisions, it can make you feel insecure about your future. Here's what I want you to know: there is something positive that you had experienced or walked through in that relationship. And for a lot of us, it's why you stayed so long. Don't fall into the next element of being depressed because you keep rehashing the chaos of a relationship. Move past this point because depression is not the point where you want to be, where the sadness sits so heavy on your soul that you start settling into it. Don't do that. Go straight past that to what she calls stage 5, acceptance. Acceptance is where you're not quite okay with what's happening with the loss, but you're learning to live with it. And in living with it, you can adjust to a new reality, to your new environments, to the new pieces that you are putting in place to support you. This is where reality sets in. You begin to accept that this is your life now and not dwelling wholeheartedly on the past. And here's something I want you to know: as we walk through this element, this hardship, because we had a whole conversation about the different ships that walk us through emotional patterns. And hardship is one of those elements that can quickly get you to the process where you, like I was talking about the travelers as well, go through it. Because if you want to take the easy route, you'll sit here longer. You'll cycle through it a whole lot more than you need to, accept that it's occurring. Because when you get to acceptance, you can move into what I call the bonus stage. The bonus stage is your final phase. This is where you start growing. You forgive those that have caused you harm. You forgive yourself for walking through some elements, and you emerge stronger and wiser and humble. Pride, the hurtful, negative elements of pride that does not support you or anybody else around you, that will no longer be the place that you're situated in. Because pride, if it's negative, it will keep you stuck in pain. But humility, humility positions you for transformation, for growth, for elements of being renewed so that you can do part of what we talked about yesterday. Leave a legacy that others can follow, that others appreciate, that when your name is heard for generations to come, it is heard from a stance of amazing glory. Because at that point, you would have allowed God also to help transform your story. And so, day 20, we're going to talk a little bit more about humility with those that are here from the Reset Strategies community. And if you are not yet a part of our community, click the link below. Join us because this challenge goes deeper inside of the community where we can express and share some insight. I look forward to seeing you. In the meantime, this is Tanya E. Hood walking in my purpose, and I want you to do the same.